Hi everybody, it's Dan from Ink Gaming. Welcome back to Battletech. This will be Season 1, Episode 6, and we're going to pick up where we had left off, which is we had just completed that assassinate mission. I think there were 2 light mechs and 1 medium mech and a couple vehicles. We did not get good salvage out of it, but we executed well. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the contracts. We had shown this right at the end. And we're not going to do the priority mission or the story mission in Alloway travel mission. We're not going to go back to Belafron yet. We have these 2 local ones. Now, they're not going to give us any reps because it's the planetary government. But these potentially both have decent pay and maybe some salvage. There is the defend base, which obviously is paying more. Then there's the destroy base, which, pays a little bit less. Now, I'm hoping both these missions will stay. A day passes when you do a mission on a planet. So hopefully we'll be able to get to do both of these. So we're going to go ahead and do, I think we're going to go ahead and do the destroy base first. And then we will go ahead and do the defend base. So let's go ahead and negotiate. We probably won't get both done in this episode just because, the turn-based nature just, it takes a long time. I'm still going to stay heavy on the salvage. I'm going to get some credits here. I'm going to go 2 of 8 and 48 grand. That way I get 2 prioritized items if we're lucky enough to get some mech parts. So let's get going. Okay, so again, we could move Glitch in, but what we'd agreed to do is once someone gets injured, Glitch can come back in. Until then, we're just going to work these folks. I would have liked to eventually pick up at least 1 more pilot, even though that'll increase our monthly operating costs so that we have a couple spare. We could do that at any time at any planet, but I guess we don't have to do it until we have to do it, especially since they won't be getting any XP or anything like that. So let's go kill things. Excuse me. So with the destroy base, I'm assuming they're going to have us have some buildings in a base we need to destroy. I don't know whether there will be turrets, but we'll probably look to do some perimeter scouting, see if we can coax out any additional units. It really depends on whether, if they have like LRM turrets that can constantly be hitting us, we may want to go straight in and dismantle either the turrets themselves or the if there is a turret generator, take that out, but we shall see. Screens for the win. So my thought, oh, there's a begin mission. Let's get going.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so it looks like it has some gun emplacements. These, I'll point them out in a second. And even though it says there's nobody here, I guarantee either they're going to get reinforcements or there really is someone here. So coming up here, what I'd like to point out is, so this building I'm going to have to destroy at some point to get the objective. That one, that one. Looks like we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. Well, that's an interesting looking thing. That's kind of cool. It's like a long gun on a mounted vehicle. It's probably just decoration, but still cool. So these little towers, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are usually a cancel. Whoa, oh, that makes me unhappy. Wow, that was so not what I was originally. Teach me to click, right? What I don't see is I do not see like a battery or a turret generator kind of a thing that we could take out to dismantle them all at once, which is a little bit of a bummer. So quickly looking, we could go for high ground. At the end of the day, I'd say we just need to approach each turret at an angle again, depending on what they have, whether they have missiles or whatnot, and see if we can take it out as quick as we can. To that end, I do think we're going to go to the left. Now that I've messed up movement, but I think we're going to go to the left. Okay, sounds like a plan. Here, this turn we'll sprint, since we already sprinted. Right.
On the move.
Sure you are.
Roger that.
So it does say destroy the smuggler base. Interestingly, it says 3 things, and then the garrison. That's secondary. The garrison is secondary, but of course we don't want stuff shooting at us. So you know, in some ways that'll be our sort of our primary goal. So let's
Commander.
see here. Yep, let's get up.
Look at that. Someone wants to get dead.
Okay. Well, apparently someone does want to get dead.
Engaging jump jets.
Jumping.
Now they're just up the hill a little bit. Should we check out what they are? It would probably make sense. So I'm actually going to still jump.
Engaging jump jet.
This sensor lock won't last because we're going to go into combat, but I would like to see... Oh, looks like they're too far away. That was my mistake. Oh well, we'll brace.
Let's hit them hard.
Okay,
More hostile.
so we got 2 light mechs at a very minimum. I'm going to go ahead and reserve Decker. So hopefully this other one gets... Oh wow, so close. Most things should be able to shoot at it, so that's a good thing. Don't know what the other one is. I think what we're going to do is, rather than have Decker go, we're going to actually have one of these guys go, so that way we'll reveal that one, and then we'll use Decker maybe to try and reveal the other one. That's my current quote plan. So let's do that.
Got it.
Medusa, tell us what we got. What do we have today? Okay, so we got a commando. The percentage chances are not great, but you know, it does have the 2 evasive, but that's all fine. Now, I am going to actually conserve some of these just to not blow all my heat at once. To some extent, I'm almost tempted. It's got that large laser. Yeah. I'm going to actually save quite a bit of heat here. We're just going to fire the AC-2s.
Firing.
Okay. That removes one of the evasive charges. Then what we'll do is we'll actually get Decker up to the point where we can reveal this guy. I want to know what this other guy is. So that's what we're going to do. I want to know who the bigger threat is. If that's a, you know, if that's a Panzer.
I've got a sensor
Or a
lock.
Panther. Panzer. It looked... My bad, what was that? Oh, that actually does look like one. If we were to look... Yep, that's Panther. So that's by far, in my opinion, our bigger threat. They're both a threat, but that's our bigger threat. Now, the problem is, I don't know that we are going to be able to get a lot of fire on it. Yeah, I don't think so. So, while it is a threat, I think at the we'll keep that in mind, but we are going to go for the commando. And we'll see what we can do. Well, again, we're not gonna, we're just gonna go for straight shots. We're not gonna take any aim shots to begin with. Oh, big miss on that PPC. That's very unfortunate.
Standing by.
Behemoth, well, we're gonna keep folks together for the most part. Get 4, but we'll just go with the 3. Keeping everybody together. And we will see if we can, what we can do. Maybe we can take out a torso.
I copy.
Well, that was chest. Yeah, so it's going to be fully functional. We are going to reserve, and they're probably, see what happens. Okay. Wow. So, Commando's going to definitely fire. Nice hit. Oh, that was the large laser. That certainly hurt.
Reporting minimal damage.
So the there did not. He's like right on the edge, but not quite there. So I'm gonna just check to see if I can get. Yeah, he's gonna make it hard, isn't he? He's gonna make it so he can creep up and take a pot shot. So let's not make it easy. I'm gonna go high ground.
Confirmed.
We're still gonna focus the commando here. And it looks like there's any one of these sections, like we should be able to center core them probably. We're going to light up 2 more of the medium lasers, but we're going to still save some heat because, yep, okay, good enough.
Target eliminated.
Now let's get EG. We're going to just, you know, we're probably going to jump and brace, but we're going to put him sort of slightly in front, just in case, hoping that if the Panther comes over, maybe he takes a shot at him instead, and we will brace. Try and minimize that damage.
What's up, boss?
Same thing with the Shadowhawk, which hasn't taken a hit. Fortunately, this looks like our best chance.
Up high.
Now, we've only destroyed the one, which means the other one is the other, quote, one for the garrison. That said, the turrets are still, you know, technically cool. Right word, but I think you guys all get the idea. We're going to jump and brace. So, depending on what happens here, we may try and do aimed shots, unless it, like, hands it to us in a bad way. So I'm going to go ahead and reserve again, let him go first. I'm really actually surprised. We should all be able to get shots on this guy. So, he did move. So we're probably going to go ahead and have Decker go first.
Commander?
I'm going to do a big jump with Decker. And it looks like, yes, definitely I think people will be able to get in. Actually, we can go ahead and check that.
Good to go.
Sure. Yeah, we're going to be able to get shots on him. Yeah, okay. So, Decker, let's go ahead and get you, don't have to get super close, but, you know, I guess it doesn't, it's just, here we go. We'll go down here. Lots of evasion bonus. What we're going to do here is, he's only got the one, but let's maximize our chance. So we're going to go ahead and censor. There is actually an alternative. We could let Decker fire. The percent chance is not hot, and that will raise his heat. But that could soften him up. Or we could have him do the sensor lock to remove the evasion bonus. So I think that's actually what we're going to do. That'll help everybody else.
Locked on. Aye, aye.
Okay, who gets first shot? How about you, EG? Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm gonna maximize my evasion, but we want to make sure we have a straight line. The curved line means it's indirect fire. We definitely do not want that. This looks like it's a straight line. It'll give me 3. So we're gonna go with that. 3 evasion, chevrons, if you will. So let's go ahead and precision strike, and let's go for a leg. Okay, and we're gonna go with all 3 of our weapons. A lot of heat. I thought I aimed for the leg. I did. Good. Okay.
Engaging target.
Nice hit on the leg. So it looks like the alarms didn't, but it did look like the PPC did, but it did also look like it was braced. So as you can see, it took half damage.
What do you need?
We're only going to have enough for 1 more precision strike, so
Orders.
I think it's probably going to be you, Medusa. We're going to jump. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. I'm afraid that's going to get us in turret range, but guess we'll find out soon enough, right? Okay, let's actually do a precision strike. That leg is mostly gone, and let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that's too much. Oh, darn it! Shucks. What if I take one of these AC2s off? That looks like I'm below the heat level. I do not want to take internal damage. Okay, so we're going for the left leg. That's 4 things firing at that.
Copy that.
Oh my.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, so he's still definitely PPC active. The leg still did not go.
Yes, Commander.
That is unfortunate. That means this could hurt. That's how I'm going to put it, right? This could hurt.
Copy that.
So this is going to be an indiscriminate attack. If I get lucky and hit that torso, I don't know that I have enough stuff, but we're just going to fire.
Here it comes.
Because that's really all we got. Oh, big miss. That's unfortunate. Okay, yep, we are in range and can be seen, and took some hits on the leg
Reporting light damage.
from one of those turrets. Unfortunate. So, it looks like we pushed him down, which is actually great. That means we're going to have another full round. So I'm going to reserve, and then we are going to
Ready for orders.
see what we can do here. We cannot do precision shots. We could. I am definitely gonna. Who was it that I don't remember who was getting hit? The blackjack maybe, I think, was getting hit by the turret. But let's see if we can get lucky with the PPC. So I am still going to jump so that I, have evasive bonuses.
Engaging jump jets.
And let's take a look. So this is going to be too much heat. If I take the LRM-5s off, that's a real bummer. Oh well. Well, let's just see.
Engaging target.
That was foolish of me. So he's really, really hot too. Wondering whether I can just move back. That's going to give me like 1. If I move this far back. But if I do it that way, I can't turn. So I'm going to actually go like this. Yep. Heat's a problem. We discussed this. So putting the AC2s up, which should be okay, and we're gonna hope that I mean, there's a lot of weak spots.
Ready for orders.
Now we're gonna move him back to. I do not know that this will get us out of range, but I'm certainly trying. I wonder if I can just do a normal move. That's not bad, but I can't turn enough. That's the problem with doing like walking. What if I just did one evasive bonus? Oh, risky, right? Risky. Let's do it.
Moving out.
That puts him out front. Or her, or him. I don't know. Is Behemoth a woman? Kind of long hair. Again, can't do an aimed shot. Looks like only 2 of our weapons are there. Still quite a few weak spots.
Roger that.
We're just not having any luck.
Solid connection on that one.
Standing by.
No, I can't melee with the spider. I could certainly get close enough to move, and which I may do, and fire the lasers. I think this is going to really be our last shot at before that PPC potentially hits. So I am going to do this. This is also our weakest mag, so there is inherent danger in doing what I'm doing. 75% is pretty good, but
I copy.
you know, RNG is not always so nice to us. Wow. So we did a lot of damage and did a lot of hurt, but it is, you know, it has its most dangerous weapon still. It's closing the distance. This is actually pretty interesting.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Okay. So that's a huge issue for our continuing journey.
I'm showing minor damage.
So 2 things happen. It sure seemed like a head hit, but if it was a head hit, it would have been over. You would have thought with a PPC, but
Receiving you.
they don't know. Oh, it's Behemoth who got hit. That's why. Ouch. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go because I don't want him to get. I don't want him to have another chance. I'm going to see if we can have Decker do what Decker needs to do. What if I do this? Why don't I actually have Decker melee it?
Locked on for physical attack. Kill confirmed.
So not ideal from a loot situation, but the threat is gone. A little bit too late.
Standing by.
If we actually look at Behemoth, I think Behemoth has taken internal structure on the head. Thank God that's, wow, lucky, lucky, lucky. Could have been a dead pilot. That means this Shadowhawk's going to be out of commission, which is going to make our next mission, which is, I think, to defend the base we said we were going to do, a lot harder. So here's a turret. What are we going to do here? Shadowhawk. The idea would be as if we could. We're obviously not going to get a beeline here yet, so we don't want to enable the other one if we can help it. But
Up high.
we do need to clear some range or get in closer so we can actually take these out. He's going to go ahead and brace because he can't hit anything.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and we're going to move forward versus jump forward to try and save some heat this turn.
Moving out.
We will also brace. And then the Medusa, or EG actually. So EG will go ahead and move forward as well. Should be able to get rid of all the heat here. Okay. So we should get some incoming fire, I would think. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so we're going to reserve. We'll move everybody together.
Yes, Commander.
We will actually, I can move like this. I don't think it can fire at me just from
I copy.
their angle. What I'll do is I'll sensor lock it, and that will just make people be able to at least indirect fire. So you can see there are multiple, at least, and probably 4 total.
Got a lock.
Yeah.
Good to go.
So it looks like we can get straight line fire now. It was just I don't know what the percent chance will be. You got the PPC, right? Let's see what we can do here. I give you maximum evasion. May put you in line to the other ones, but surprise me if it does. And then it's got a bunch of medium lasers. We flagged this PPC, that looks pretty good. Okay, that one's gone. That one almost looks like, if our camera is correct, the one in the back looks like it doesn't actually exist, like it had been somehow magically earlier destroyed. Looks like I got a lot of heat going still here on the blackjack, so I am going to move up like this, and then I'm going to brace. And
Yes,
Behemoth, you know, I don't want to make too much of a big risk, but I want you to be close enough that, you know what I'm actually going to do? Do that. I was going to jump them down, but we'll just max our evasion. Go this way,
Firing jump jets.
and then we'll brace. Okay. Okay, moving right along. Reserving.
Receiving you.
Orders.
You're our boy. Now, those are the buildings. And again, I don't know whether there's anything in the front or the back. So we're going to go right here.
Acknowledged.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, sensor lock it.
Sensor
Yep, there are
locked on.
2 more. So that could be unfortunate for our spider. But there are the 2 in the back as well. Okay, so light laser turret, it looks like.
Orders.
It would be great if you'd help out some, so...
Roger.
Medium lasers wouldn't be in range anyway. I'll just turn them on for later. And let's see what we can do.
Firing on target.
Definitely did some damage. Did not finish that one.
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to go ahead and have Behemoth jump forward.
Acknowledged.
Maybe the LRM-5 can finish it. It's fine. Should be able to. Okay, 2 more to go. EG will move up. I don't know if the 2 in the back are going to be able to fire on Decker and the Spider, but we shall soon find out, right? It's the best I could do if I did it that way. Go ahead and jump forward. And then brace. So, with the very unfortunate head hit there,
Waiting for the
so
right move.
now mech's gonna have to be repaired. So we either have to stall before doing the next mission, or
Aye, aye.
we're going to have to choose to bring
Yes,
the
Commander.
locust in. And trading out, a nice medium for that locust, well, certainly not exciting from my perspective. Now, it would be better if we could approach these, separately, but that's going to take a long, long time. So, in the interest of, at more risk, we are going to basically try and
Firing jump jets.
move forward and engage. So I could sensor lock this, but people, I think, should be able to see it. So I'm instead actually going to have Decker
Confirmed.
not do a great job at trying to take it out. Big whiff. Well, one hit. Let's be
Waiting for
fair.
orders.
So Vindicator, I'm going to move up. Now this would give me some cover, which is what I'm going to do. Because
Engaging jump jets.
cover is cover, even though it's probably going to fire at the spider. Oh, I was going to be like, I don't have a shot? Nope, sorry guys. Okay. So PPC, yep, we're doing it.
Engaging target.
That looks like a good hit.
Target destroyed.
What do you need?
Medusa. Oh, I can get in there. Fortunately, it looks like I'm aiming at the building. I don't have a line of sight on this back here. I am going to go ahead and jump forward. All our heat's gone, so I am tempted to take some pot shots at the buildings, but truthfully, I just want to take that turret out
Receiving.
first. Right, that is my #1 priority. So
Lifting off.
really only the spider is potentially a victim. Everybody else is fairly safe. It looks like we're good. We're going to reserve first. And then
Yeah.
Standing by.
I'm thinking, I don't know that anyone else is going to be able to get a line of fire on this. But we can. So we're going to be mighty. Well, actually, I should have been a little bit more conservative because of the heat, I think. Yeah, there's the problem.
Locked on target.
Oh, and that actually is a nasty, nasty turret. The flamers,
Negative
fine.
damage.
The SRM-6s, of which it had 2, could really
Commander.
make my world a unhappy place. It looks like I can get a shot if I go there. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And if I could jump, I could even probably get a better. So we're...
Firing jump jets.
Unfortunately, this may only be in range of the AC-2s. Oh, nope, it's in... Oh, that's the building. There we go. So it's only range of the AC-2s, but
Engaging.
nice. Softened it up quite a bit. Hopefully that puts it in killable range for the LRMs and those types of things. We are going to... Ooh, I'm concerned about the heat. We just move. Will we be able to fire? Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move forward. It's going to put us at risk from an evasion bonus perspective, but that should give us an extra, allow us to fire a PPC, which is probably pretty... It's not critical, but it's just one more weapon. Yep.
Engaging target.
Great. Okay. Now it's clean up, or mop up time. So,
Target destroyed.
let's get to work. Yep. Everybody's like, oh, hey, well, there's no more combat. We can now just, kill stuff. Okay, well, fair enough. Tell you what, why don't you kill stuff? Like you, firing at this building.
Locked on.
Enemy structure eliminated.
Okay, one down. What about you?
Good to go.
Give me a target. Right? Sounds fair enough. Oh, overheating. We'll just brace. How's that sound?
Stabilizing. Engaging
Behemoth.
coolant system.
I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Thank you for playing.
Acknowledged.
And we're gonna go ahead and fire the building. How about that building? Sure, why not? Fire everything.
Target confirmed.
Decker wants in on the action. Hey, Decker. Why don't you move, like, over here? Oh, that's funny, that's cover.
Heading out.
He has some heat issues. That one looks almost done. I can fire one medium laser.
Taking the shot.
Okay. Here we go again. Let's just get in the mix. Sounds good. Take the AC2s off.
Shot.
It's amazing how they can miss buildings at that close, but they can. You know what? Let's multi-target. We'll target you and we'll target you, and that's fine. A, B, great. Switch you to B. Fine.
Engaging multiple targets.
Ready for orders.
Will not destroy me. Apparently that's what they're telling me. No, how about you?
Target
Oh.
confirmed.
I probably had one more laser I could have fired, but that's fine. That looks like that destroyed that building.
Fresh real estate available.
Apparently that building didn't count. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Right. Really?
Commander.
Okay. Fire away. Sure. Take you off fire.
Target acquired.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
Okay, so now it's giving us a
One
objective
left
to get to the evac with all of our 4 units, or up to, but because we killed everything, basically, they can just come right in. So, thank
Mission
goodness for that. So, successful mission. That head hit is a setback. It could have been much worse, but that's one of the kind of RNG things we're going to have to deal with. So, this actually increased our payment, but if you remember, we took very little credits. Rep went up. Was that actually? No, I thought that was for them. Anyway, so moving along. Let's see what we have. Here was the unfortunate. You see that right there. And it will go into the repairs plus an injury of 20 days. It's only 20 days because the guts, they have at least, what did I get them? 4 guts. So the healing time is reduced by about 6 days, which is great. Still a long time though. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the salvage. So this works out okay. We have met 2 Panthers before. We got 1 part each time. So this is actually going to be our 3rd part, which means we're going to get a Panther. And I think that will be fully functional right off the bat. I don't think it takes additional time. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a minute. Obviously, it would sure be nice to take the PPC, but I'm going to go ahead and take the commando part. Mech pipes are always, in my opinion, better things to take. And unless there's a plus on a weapon, which means it's a optimized weapon or a better weapon, upgraded type of a weapon. So we're going to take these and we're going to see what we get. So it looks like because it was so little loot anyway and we get a total of 8 pieces, we pretty much walked away with everything, right? 7 items received. So there you go. Nice. Spare stuff. The mission went great. It was just that head hit And honestly, that was preventable if we'd gotten a little bit more lucky, or if I had decided to go after the Panther's arm or something. If you remember, we spent almost 2 rounds on that Panther focus firing, and still the PPC was there. Okay, so basically, Yang is telling us the Panther, he's going to give us a little information since he just put the Panther together. Solid around a bit slow. They got some jump jets, got some armor, and they've got that PPC. So, is it a medium? No, but we might be able to manage okay with it as a replacement while the other mech is getting repaired. So quickly we're going to go into the mech warriors, as we always do. So Behemoth is now out and injured, but Behemoth did get some XP. So we were increasing tactics up to a certain point as well, because people are taking those aimed shots. So we'll continue to do that.
Ready for orders.
Decker's at 1100. The only thing he's really missing is the gunnery, which increases his chance to hit. Now he is in that light running around, but I do want to get that done, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now, EG's missing the piloting, you know, that increases distance and some other things. It is something we're going to want to work on, and it's pretty cheap to get the bottom points, so we're going to go ahead and take that as well.
I hear ya.
Glitch is, glitch is glitch. We want glitch to get the guts, but glitch needs to actually come in, which glitch is about to come in. 1,000 here. We're waiting for the 1,600 mark. Okay, moving on to the mechs, so you guys can see how this works, because this is the first time we've really had this. So now we have 6 mechs in our mech bays. So the Panther became immediately ready. It's got a PPC, it's got an SRM-4. This is a standard loadout. It's got some jump jets on it. There you go. It's ready to roll. We still have our Locust. We're going to keep it for now, even though it's $12,000 a month. Even though we got the spare mech, because we do have one out. So this one I couldn't take in right now. It needs repairs. So if I click on it, refit is always if like we wanted to change what weapons and armor configuration, things like that. But repair in this case should work. We don't have to use refit. We didn't lose anything. It just took some structural damage. Now when we click on repair, it's going to tell us the cost and C bills and how long. So it's actually only going to take us 1 day, because mostly it was armor, just a little bit of internals. That's actually really good, and I'm really tempted to just pass a day here. As a matter of fact, that's probably what we'll end up doing. So you can see it goes at the top of the timeline. It's going to show that's going to be done in 1 day. Then Behemoth's out for 19, and then of course the end of the report. Let's take a quick look at anything else. So at this point, let's go back to contracts real quick. So it looks like we still have this here, which is the defend base, and of course the other 2. So for next episode, I'm pretty sure what we're going to do, I'll think about it though, is we're going to pass a day. We're just going to let a day roll by so that the mech that's getting repaired, the Shadowhawk, is actually ready to go. Then we'll decide, do we bring the Panther or the Spider? We've really enjoyed the Spider as a scout. Panther's going to be slower, but it can definitely pack a big punch as a sniper. So he'd be more of a sort of kind of a scout, but more of a just another extra big gun to stay in the back, because we'd have to protect him. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. You got to see a little damage get done. We got our first mech from parts, and we've got a lot ahead of us. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.